What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is MidPoint. On this channel, you guys already know I speak about chakra healing, emotional healing, raising our consciousness, raising our energy, our frequency. I share a lot of my experiences. I teach a little bit about the chakras, and we do tarot on this channel as well. So welcome. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you're returning, I appreciate you coming back. This video is going to be about the eclipse portal, how it's affecting all the zodiac signs, and I tie that with tarot messages. So if that's something that you're interested in, which you should be, by the way, okay, especially if you landed on this channel, okay. But stick around, hit the like, subscribe, maybe even share this. I will be doing what do you call those, time stamps, yeah, for each zodiac sign, like I did the other one. Last 2 weeks for the lunar eclipse, I was called to, I didn't feel like I needed to do the video. I was called to not do a video for the lunar eclipse. It was just more like a pause, a rest, and just let it sit for a little bit and come back to do one for the partial solar eclipse that we're having tomorrow in Virgo. So I'm glad that I did. I'm glad that I listened. You probably felt like you had to pause too. Good for you, because that was a time of release. That was a time of becoming very clear. This whole portal, even probably till the end of this year, to be honest with you, is really a time of getting clear on what it is that you need to release, getting clear on where you're putting your energy and your attention, all of that good stuff. And it's really helpful if you have certain tools and guidance, and some people that's like doing tarot, astrology, spirituality, to assist you on your path. Okay, you're not alone. You don't have to do it alone. Although the final choice is you walking through the door, you being discerning, that you have to do alone. You have to listen to your own intuition. However, you have guides, you have support, you have tribe. Okay, if you're on this channel, you're part of my tribe. And I will be doing something soon for all of us soon, where we could just participate, meet up, show up. And it doesn't have to be something where you're only committed to. You could be committed and connected to other groups as well. Okay, you're not limited. You're an unlimited being. Okay. So real quick, let's just get into it. For the new moon in Virgo, I put down opportunities to accelerate change and evolve. For Virgos, it'll affect your first house of self, leading to possible new identity or appearance. You probably want to change your hair, change your look. Maybe you're looking at your wardrobe. I know I'm looking at my wardrobe, like some of the things are fly because I got a lot of them from being here in Ghana. And then other things I'm like, that just does not align with me anymore. Okay. And just making space for more opportunities to change that, right? Or it could also be something internally where, you know what, I'm tired of being this person, I'm tired of doing that, I don't have to believe this anymore, this is not taking me to where I know I am worthy of being, where I'm deserving of being, where I want to be, so I'm gonna let it go, right? It could even bring up things that now you're changing, you're shifting. Literally, your character is shifting, your image, your self-image is shifting about yourself, right? Obviously, self-image is changing about yourself, which is exactly what the portal was trying to do. The portal is allowing you to detach from egotistical things that are keeping you stuck, and really make space so that your soul can anchor into this body and truly herald in and bring in, you know, the higher consciousness, the new opportunities, the new things, the new ways of being, the new conversations, the new topics that is available for us, and it's doing that through you. Okay, if you can surrender, you could allow. This is also a big portal about surrendering what you thought you knew, what you thought you wanted. I could finally say that I'm gonna say it out loud. I'm officially and have officially released my nursing license as well, because it's been expired for a while now, and moving more into spirituality, teaching, energetical, raising our frequency, our consciousness is just more in alignment. And it doesn't mean that there's anything bad about me releasing that, or that's why I released it, but it was just more of what's in alignment, what no longer is in alignment for me, right? Like what I am no longer. I will always be a nurse at heart. I'm always a nurse. No one could ever take that information from me. No one could ever take all the lessons and everything that I've learned from the school, from my teachings, from my experiences. I've been for 13 years, but it is now all that caring and nurturing and loving and wanting to learn now is going more into spirituality, raising our consciousness, just doing more things where I just feel whole and complete in that kind of way, because it now serves me for who I am. Who I was 15 years ago is not who I am today. So that could be the same thing for who you were 15 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Is not who you are today. And that's okay. You just get to honor that by releasing what doesn't serve you. The things that you used to do that serve that version of you, that version of Agglayee. I'm Agglayee, by the way. My name is Agglayee. And it's not serving this new version of Agglayee. And that's okay. Appreciate it, honor it, do a ceremonial release if you must, and then move forward into curiosity, into the void, into the I don't know what the hell, but I do know it feels good. It feels like it's in alignment. I do know that I'm doing exactly what my soul wants me to do, right? I feel good in that, right? We're moving more into feeling energy as well. All right. So everyone else, this is going to affect them, their discipline, their practical planning, as well as getting more emphasis on clarity on what it is that they want for themselves. Okay. Hit that like, subscribe, comment down below. I want to know where you guys are from. I truly appreciate y'all. Real quick about me. I lived most of my life in Brooklyn. I was born in Haiti. C'est haïtien all day, every day. Okay. Sac fed to all my Haitians, all my Africans, Liberians, Sierra Leone, Guinea-Bissau, Ghana, Benin, ancient Kemet, Africa, galactic team of the 100% pure white bright light. All of us, we are here. And yeah, let's get into it. All right, so we're going to start off with Aries. Aries, I wrote down for you, reevaluate your habits. You know what? That's something I said I wanted to do. So let me just put it up. I don't know, maybe would that help? I should have prepared better. It's okay. Let's do it now. That might be a nice marker for me, because when I try to like edit this, it's just ridiculous. I'm not gonna put the name, so I'm just gonna do this so it's like a marker for Aries. Okay, so now that I got that down packed, Aries, welcome. Okay, so I put reevaluate your habits and daily routines. Focus on creating more breathing room and a deeper connection to life. Create nurturing routines, meditation, journaling, affirmations, prayer, Reiki, tarot, chakra clearing. All of these can assist to bring up any type of hidden emotional blockages. Try not to rush through this process. Lean into slowing down and steady growth. Okay, so a lot about becoming more clear, becoming more self-aware, becoming more conscious about the things that you want to release, and utilizing the healing modalities that you have. You have access to vibrational therapy, reflexology, tarot, astrology, numerology, learning more about your birth chart, learning more about the placements, learning more from someone who can do what do they call that? I forgot what it's called. When they put you under, they put you to sleep. Hypnotic, learning more about Tai Chi, Qigong, learning more about the chakras, right? Not just the 7, but the next 14, like going up to the soul star, the spirit chakra, the earth star, grounding yourself into Mother Earth, learning more about the Christ consciousness, about metaphysics, about sacred geometry. That could be something for you here, because you're literally shifting. And since we're shifting into more of a 616 being, more of a spiritually led being, like lighter and not so dense, you might see your diet changes. You might not want to, like literally the other 2 days, I had oatmeal with like banana, blueberries. I put some sunflower seeds, chia seeds. It was nice. And that's all I had for the day, because no lie, I had some crackers too, like Simply Good crackers. And I was like, I'm tapped. I felt like I couldn't even eat. I felt like the food was here, like not really, like I couldn't sleep or anything like that. I just felt full. I just could only have water. So maybe you're being called to have a lot of water right now too. Okay. And the cards that I got for you was the 2 of Wands. Okay, the Two of Wands talks about trying to make a decision between what you're trying to move forward to next. Pretty much that's what's in alignment. But in order for you to do that, you have to pause and see what are the options, what is available to you, what is in alignment for you, what is the direction, what is your third eye showing you, right? Where is your vision going for yourself, for your life, right? Two of Wands is like one wand is there behind them. Maybe you just completed one mission of your life, or one way of being, one chapter, and you've ended that, and now you're going into a new chapter. Okay, I don't know if this is, I'm getting 20. I don't know why, like 20 years you've been doing something for the past 20 years, or maybe whoever you've been in the past 20 years is no more, and now you're stepping into a new version of yourself. Okay, there is a choice between doing two things, and you're trying to decide which one is better. And it's like one, you know, is good, is grounded, is there. The other one is going to take me all around the world, right? All around the world, all around the world, hey, all around the world, all around the world. And that may be the one that you're kind of like looking at, all right? Trying to decide if you're ready to go somewhere. Maybe you have like some type of trip, or you want to take a trip. Maybe you're done staying where you are, right? I feel like that wand is like, it's not stagnant, but it's kind of like you've done it before, or you're I don't want to say you're bored. I feel like you have outgrown it. And when you outgrow certain relationships, when you outgrow certain locations, when you outgrow certain things that you're doing, it's just is what it is. Like, and that's how I felt with my nursing. I kind of felt like I've outgrown it. It's like, okay, I get to reach more. I get to reach the world more. I have so much knowledge, so much passion, and I want to keep learning as well and keep experiencing. I don't want to limit myself. I don't want to cap myself. As a disservice to what the universe has placed within me, the Christ consciousness within me, as well as it's a disservice to others that actually needs this expression that is coming out of me. Yeah, that was the end of the sentence. that was it. That's just, I'm getting shitty, okay? Wakon George. That's all I got for you, okay? And to clarify, we got the Temperance. Temperance is like Earth Angel card. To most of us, and tarot readers, you'll hear about that online. Earth Angel, like, you're not here to do anything other than your earth angelic goals, like your earth angelic systems that you're meant to put into place. You're not here to do anything other than what you came here to do. You're like an angel on earth, and you're creating this. And I love that this is the root chakra card, the red card. Definitely Aries, you may even want to wear red a lot more, eat a lot more red fruits. Something about detoxing to release the old so you can anchor in the new. And once you anchor in the new, there might be a pause here, like with that Two of Wands, to try to decide where you want to go to next. Then it'll be clear, which is, oh, my angel duties, right? The things that I came here to do. I'm remembering, okay, this has been a part of my life, for like me giving, me loving, me being nurturing, and me loving to see a smile on a man's face if I'm dating him after I cook for him, or giving him a foot massage, or doing massages, or teaching about herbs to my nursing clients, or going to my homegirl house and as soon as I come in, like I'll do the dishes, I'll clean up the house because she has a baby or two. Like, all those aspects of me are beautiful. And I didn't have to be felt like I didn't know any better, or I was too giving or too loving. No, those are all aspects of me. It's just that I had to learn how to channel that energy, right? Put it where I need to put in, like doing these readings, doing these videos for you guys. So there's a lot about balancing your energy, pouring back into yourself. You possibly have been giving a lot, and even with that wand behind him is like, this is what he's always done, and now he's looking forward to doing something different. And this could be finally giving to yourself. You've been here stuck in, it's kind of like the same thing I said about the nursing. There's no reason why, there's no coincidence that I said that about the nursing. It's like you could feel stagnant just being there doing the same thing over and over again, and it doesn't have to feel the same. The cases are different, the experiences are different, but for the most part you're in the same place doing the same thing. For me, I was doing home care, so after a while it's like there's so much more with the World card here that is available for me if I'm willing to take a leap of faith and trust that my gifts is going to make a way for me. Okay? You're standing at a threshold. Visions of the future are forming, but this eclipse asks you to be patient. I told y'all about that pause. Be patient. Your footing must be solid before you leap. The fool's lightness is a gift, but temperance reminds you to blend inspiration with grounded structure. Before you go anywhere, before you take that leap of faith, make sure you're bringing in some type of income. Make sure you know where it's going to come from. Reach out to resources, reach out to support, reach out to help. Find out about Couchsurf or Airbnb, or where you could exchange your gifts. Find out where it's most affordable. Find out if your paperwork is up to date, your ID is up to date, your passport is up to date. All these things, like, really, before you do anything, ground yourself. If you're creating something new, make sure you have everything in place. Anchor your next move in balance, not impulse. Write down your long-term goals and call in allies, resources to support you. Trust in unexpected blessings, but make sure you're not skipping the foundation. So as an earth angel, being an angel, that's like, oh, I work directly for God. I work directly for source. Oh, then I'm always divinely provided for. And I had to let go of my denseness of reality of thinking about I needed to earn to be stable. I needed to work hard to be stable. No, I'm not saying you don't have to work, but you definitely don't need to overdo it, because you already have a purpose. You already have, it's signed, sealed, and delivered. It's already ordained. That's one of my favorite words. It's already ordained for you. You just have to have the courage, heart chakra, to follow it, to take a leap of faith. Okay, Aries, that was your message. I don't want it to be too long, but because this could go over 2 hours easy. But try to pay attention to that. I hope that I trust that is in resonation with you. And resonation, is that even a word? Well, it's gonna be today. Okay, you know what I mean. Is Mercury in retrograde? My tongue feels like it's heavy. My tongue feels heavy. Yeah, get you some sorrel. that just came out of nowhere. I don't know. I was drinking it, but it's good. Add some ginger, cinnamon. Ooh, it's good. A lot of red for you. I even put on the red lips. Baby, get it together, okay? But I feel like you are. Take your time. Don't rush. And don't buy into the social media videos. Ease off of that for a little bit too. Listen to the pause. Listen to the quiet. Listen to the birds. Listen to nature. Listen to water. Listen to frequency music. Because there's a lot of urgency in the energy that's going to cause people to act impulsively. And that's not in alignment with you. That might be in alignment for someone else. Someone probably has been sitting for far too long and God is like, okay, go. But you, it might be more like before you go, because it's already written. We just need you to kind of like pause and get all your ducks in order. Yeah. Okay. That was your reading, Aries. Hit the like button. If you have any of the placements, stick around, or, use the timestamp. Let me know how you like this. Connect with me. In the description box below, you'll find my emotional mastery guide. It's the Raise Your Vibration guide to help protect you against emotional manipulation and help gain emotional mastery or intelligence, okay? That's a lot of my work here in my own life and what I share on this channel, okay? So in that ebook, I have like 10 energetic shifts that helps you to reclaim your power, your peace, and your self-trust, to be able to trust into yourself, because I know I've lost trust in myself with certain choices and decisions that I made, and I had to regain that. And that's with consistency, that's with community, that's with support. All right, so get that ebook. It's super, super, super duper worthy of being part of your collection, and it's super affordable, and that's a great way for you to energetically give back to the channel as you receive something in return. Okay, love ya. Taurus, wait, where's my paper? All right, Taurus, it don't say anything on it. It's just a marker for me to know when I'm editing and adding the timestamps, it's a lot easier for me. Okay. Taurus, your focus shifts to creative heart. Come closer, baby. Come closer. Ooh, something about you want something to come closer. I like that. I love hugs. Really, really good hugs. Meaningful hugs. And not just from everybody, yo. Because some people don't have right intentions. But you know what I mean. Okay. All right. Your focus shifts to creative heart, passion, and self-expression, allowing you to indulge in more fun and artistic endeavors, perhaps leading to a surprise creative breakthrough or venture. Be honest with yourself about what brings you joy. Let go of habits or connections that feel superficial or draining. Dedicate more time to creative play, romance that feels aligned. So you're getting like a green card to have fun, to bring more self-love, to bring more joy, to bring more romance into your life. If you're coupled up, talk to your boo and be like, yo, let's do this, let's do that, let's go here, let's do that. Even if you're doing it at home, and enjoy. Even if you're doing it by yourself, okay? If you're single, do it by yourself. Go out, take yourself out, and bring more joy. Do the things that brings you more fun into your life. Remember the things that you used to do when you were younger that brings you fun. Do that again. I think environment and community is so important. If that's not feeding your inner child, I doubt you'll be there for long. Because some of us, we're really here meant to tap into that inner child energy to create, to be loving and playful. All the things that people would say, oh, you're childish, or you'll never get it together. And it's like, don't ever look down on anybody before you could even see their future. That's the worst mistake you could ever make, but it'll be a great sacrifice of you, sacrifice for you, while the other person level up, because God always rewards those who are of lightheartedness and not so damn serious all the time, or trying to be like, oh, that person, I don't know why I'm thinking about this. And I think it's because of a reading I was listening to earlier. It's like people will judge you based on what you look like. The fact that you don't have nails, you don't have lashes, you don't have a straight weave, you don't have Gucci or Prada or this or that. And it's like, yo, what, how old are you? What year are y'all in that you're still judging someone based on materialistic shit? That is like, and the sad thing is that you're only judging yourself. You're judging that person for not having, because you think that's what you need to be something, which makes you even more less than that person who doesn't have it. Because the fact that you're even giving them so much attention and they don't have it says that you don't need all that stuff. You just need to be genuine. And since you can't be genuine, you rather talk about what they don't have because that's what you have. Make it make sense. Anyway, that was a little, that was for somebody. Anyway, your cards, you came out in your own reading, Taurus. The Hierophant and then the Five of Wands. These two cards, to me, it just feels like an energy of like competition and chaos. And then it's so funny. I swear, yo, I can't make this up. What did I just say? Okay, yo, I'm slow. My spirit precedes me. I try to catch up to my spirit. Okay, my soul, like, the spirit is the energy behind the soul. So my soul is like, I just said that whole spiel about people want to say this about you and your looks and whatever. It's like competition because you're closer to God. The Hierophant is also the God energy to me. It's not only the God energy, it's higher learning. It could be religion. It's like people are trying to compete with you because of your beliefs, higher level spiritual beliefs as well. And you see right through them. Clarifying it is the sun. The sun brings light to everything. You see right through them. This is the crown chakra. You're connected to the crown. So when people try to play in your face, you see right through them. And even for me, I don't ever say, oh, I see. And I clock it, and then I'm just like, any moment now. Any moment now. you're going to be put out of my life, or you're going to reveal yourself. And it's not, I'm not taking it personally. It's just a matter of, it's like people could get on your level energetically. I'm not talking about on your level with materialistic things. Never would I talk about some bullshit like that. But people could get on your level energetically, but they won't be able to sustain it. So you might see you're good with some people, and next thing you know, they just in and out. That's because they're not sustaining it where you are. You're here. You're like, so you could just be like, any moment now. And they descend because they can't. But it's good that you maintain your ground, because you are of light, right? You are of source. You are from Ra, ancient Kemetic Egyptian tarot here. You tarot connection here, lineage. You are from Ra. You do see the truth. You do have that light within you. When you got that glow, you are the master. Who's the master? Show enough. Nah, Bruce Leroy's the master. You're the master, Taurus. You are the master. Something about being a master, okay? You're the master at this. And I feel like because you're the master, you also have compassion. You never like throw it in people's face. You don't judge. You just know that they're not sustaining their energy because they choose to engage in things lower than themselves. They choose to continue to hold on to past versions of themselves, past angles of light. And as an angel, aka an angle of light, master, you know better. You see the truth. It's like also people trying to compete, like they know more than you, and you're like, there's so many times I'm not gonna front, I embrace when people know more than me, because I could finally sit down and not be the one to know it all. And I know it all, like acting like I'm a know-it-all. People usually will call me a know-it-all, and I'm not even acting like I know it all. It's just that I probably know a little bit more than them. So now they feel like I'm a know-it-all, and that's annoying. And then nobody likes know-it-all. So now it's like, oh, I gotta act less than. No, I just gotta be around other people who also are aware of what I'm aware. And that's something you had to learn too. That's definitely a lesson you had to learn. But the sun is definitely revealing something to you. The sun, I'm sorry, not the crown. This is the third eye chakra. So either way, you're still able to see. You see right through people, right? The sun reveals, brings light. It's the same message. Instead of knowing, you see. I see. There may be tension between old ways, family, culture, tradition, and your evolving truth. This is what I'm saying. It's like also you've shed certain aspects about yourself. You're not the same person. You don't believe in the same things anymore. You're not doing the same things. You don't even want to wear the same things anymore. You're shifting. You're changing. Energetically, you're changing. And even you're confused and you're going through it. But people are just looking at you like, oh, you think you better? And it's like, what? Like, I'm still trying to figure out my footing. But I know I'm going to be faithful. I know I'm going to be patient. I know I'm going to be kind. And they just don't. It's like they're also with the Five of Wands. It's like they're trying to wile you up to get you out of your energy. It's like people trying to get you to act outside of yourself, be negative and curse them out, so they could be like, oh, she ain't all that perfect. Look how she's acting. And you're like, what? So this is why, this is like the world is just like a big cosmic theater. The loudest man in the room is the weakest man in the room. So never fall for that trap, number one. Number two, don't ever let anybody have so much control over your emotions. The minute you feel angry about something, and I felt like that earlier today, and I just let it go because I was like, that's so ridiculous. Why would I be angry about that? That's going to come in later on and I'll be fine. So it's really surrendering control. You had to learn to surrender control. You realize that you don't control everything. Source does. Things are shifting if y'all haven't noticed. So there may be tension between old ways, family, culture, traditional ways, right? And your evolving truth, and versus your evolving truth, what you now know from you've evolved. The sun breaks illusions, bringing clarity to your third eye vision. You're awakening to your legacy and what you'll pass on. That is your focus. That is your north node. That is your main thought. You're not thinking about this and competition and other people. Like, you guys are not even, first of all, these are two major arcanas. This is not anywhere near a major arcana. And fives just changes. It just barely made it for it to be. It's kind of like the difference between the sea and air in life, right? The sea life and air life, where we live, humans live, and then where the animals live. And it just breached the water. And not even breach, it's like at the water, you just see the head right before it changes, because the body is still in there, could still go back under, right? But it's just taking a peek, and you're here like eagle's eye, bird's eye view. You have no idea what it's like to use these wings. They have no idea what it's like to use these wings. They have no idea what you had to go through for your wings to be so strong and so bright. For you to know how to fly and know how to balance between as above and so below, your higher self and your lower self. They have no idea. Honor your ancestry, but don't stay stuck in their struggles. This eclipse season asks you to release unnecessary battles and choose elimination. Okay? Your clarity is your crown. So step into leadership where your gifts are needed. It's kind of like saying the old ways of being, you can release that. You've been released from that. So this is another way of saying you've healed or cleared generational curses or blockages, or where your ancestors fell short, you've kept going. So granted, maybe at one point you were standing on their shoulders. Now everyone is standing on yours. You got bigger fish to fry. Way bigger fish to fry. I don't have time for this. Time is flying. Time is an illusion, yes, but like, I just turned 42. I ain't got time for this. What are y'all doing? If it's not higher level connection, higher love, I do not want this. I'm not being in competition. You're not gonna put me against somebody else. You're not gonna have me chase you. You don't think I'm gonna come back for you. If you can't pay me what I deserve, don't think that I'm gonna work with you ever again. If you can't respect me and what, come on, like, we're playing childish games. Like, you're playing in a kindergarten game, you're playing checkers, and we over here on like 5D chess without the chessboard. All right, that's your message, Taurus. So combining doing the things that are new artistic endeavors, more fun, indulging in more radical love and joy. Make sure you're doing the things that you love to do. This could even be a new type of work, right? And some people are expecting you to do what they thought you were always going to do, and they want to tell you how something's wrong with you, but you're like, no, I see clearly what's wrong. What's wrong is me doing for everyone instead of doing for myself, instead of doing for what Source told me to do. Like, God hired me. Period. Point. Okay? That's what the eclipse portal is all about for you, Taurus. If you like it, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you go ahead and check out my emotional mastery book, emotional intelligence book. Is in the description box below. I'll even comment it. It'll be pinned to my comments. Your raise your vibration to protect you against emotional manipulation and gain emotional mastery. I talk about 10 different energetic shifts that helps you to reclaim your peace, your power, your ability to trust yourself again. All of these things were things that I had to learn in my journey, and I'm sharing it with you guys. So definitely invest in it. Donate to the channel. I truly appreciate you guys, your attention. It means a lot. Love y'all. Peace out. All right, Gemini. Gemini, what's going on? What's going on? I don't know why I got the vision of DMX. You listening to some DMX? I don't know, but I got DMX. Shout out to DMX. Your message is your attention may be directed towards home and family, offering opportunities to plant seeds of a more nurturing and harmonious life at home. Changes in career and in reputation may come up. What do you want your work to mean, Gemini? And how does it connect to your personal life? Reorganize your environment so it supports both family or home and professional aspirations. You're learning to balance what's important to you and how they all can coexist. My family, my home life. And even if you're single, like me, like you're trying to see, okay, what's good for my home? What makes me feel that joy? Like I'm going to start drawing more, certain ancient symbols and certain things that I love to see, like making it more homey and, stuff like that. Or connecting with people that supports me a lot more, creating more of a routine around that, and then making sure that I stick to my work as well, creating structure and systems, not just structure, but systems that is effective. Okay, Gemini? So reorganize your environment, either if that's your home or even if you need to move. So your environment can support your family, your home life, and your work. Very important. I think I said this in the beginning. Your environment plays such a huge role on the energy that feeds back into you with what you're giving to it. Something about equal give and take as well. And with that, we pulled you the Page of Swords with the Ten of Pentacles. Both of these cards came out together, just like Taurus had the Hierophant and the Five of Wands that came out together. And whenever I see the Page of Swords by itself is like a card of justice, standing for what's true. It could be a message that's coming in. It could be some type of brand new opportunity, some type of message like a new work environment, a new idea also, right? You see the birds over her head. It could be like some type of new idea that you get either in your dreams, maybe something, a new aspiration, right? And we got that for Taurus. You might want to watch Taurus. This could also be some type of conversation somebody's about to have with you. This is it could be like a crush or something. Someone that wants to say, hey, I have this crazy idea. I think you're my person. And I think if we come together, we can have all of this that we both want. There could be a message from your ancestor. It could be a message. I didn't mean to say that. I dead ass did not mean to say that. So it could be, but it could also be a message from a family member. That's what I was trying to say. And I put it could be a message from an ancestor. It could be a message from a family member. Okay, it could be a message about an inheritance, about a gift that could bring you inheritance. It could be like, hey, did you know that your great grandmother actually used to do tarot too? What? Why ain't nobody ever tell me that? It's a wrap. It could have been the confirmation that you needed to be like, you know what, I'm just gonna go straight and do this. I'm gonna do it in my own way, but I'm gonna do it. Ten of Pentacles is ancestral inheritance. It could be literally just finances coming in, like the ultimate 10 of Pentacles. That's like next to the Ace of Pentacles. This is having a lot of money, being wealthy, being generationally wealthy. You could be the first person, the first millionaire in your family, or will become. I know I am. Period. And this could be, you could be the first person in your family to actually have a healthy family life where the mother and the father is there. You have children, you have a dog, and you're both making money and you're teaching your children. And now people are coming to you for advice on how to do this. So many scenarios out of these cards. Tens is also about completions, new beginnings, right? So if you were in Five of Pentacles or Zero Pentacles, right, just a lack scarcity mindset. Yeah, something about you're releasing scarcity mindset and you're looking at your life like a new opportunity. Remember, pages are young, but not just young and not young in age, or not just young in age, but young in thinking, young in perspective, young and opportunity, like a new opportunity, a new way of thinking. You could be like, I could definitely say that I don't know anyone else in my family that was talking about sacred geometry, that was talking about raising the consciousness, that was talking about chakras. I know my sister and my mom probably did like some Reiki. My sister had like a Reiki notebook or something, but they kind of let it go. That's something that I do as well, that I'm going to probably also start to do more on the channel. You know, you could be the first one to actually carry this through in your family. And what's clarifying it is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is a root chakra card, as you can tell. And this is going, the way that when I look at this card, it looks like everything around her is dark, right? But she has this one thing that she wants to go for, which happens to gonna be the thing that breaks all of the illusions, that breaks the lies and the darkness all around her. And I love that it's the root chakra, because she's planting this new seed, going after what she's passionate about. You could be the first one in your family literally that's going after what you're passionate about. Everyone else just decided to just work and maybe was enslaved. You know, I'm Haitian, so I know I had a lot of slaves in my family, in my bloodline, but I also know I had a lot of royalty from ancient Kemet, okay? Royal bloodline. When the fall happened, of course, everything went awry. And now as we rise back into the age of Aquarius, as we rise back into the golden age, so does our remembrance of who we are. Royalty. Galactic beings. Powerful, energetical, vibrational frequencies. So you're learning how to build a new foundation, one not bound by family cycles. Spirit is offering you emotional renewal, but it requires bravery to accept more than what you grew up with. I'm telling you, a lot of you can't accept that. Like, I choose rather to not accept that I came here to just work, live, and die, like many of us. And I want to create it however my soul sees fit, however source sees fit, however I'm being aligned to, however I'm hearing and I'm seeing my gifts coming online sees fit. By any means necessary. You know how 50 Cent was like, get rich or die trying? Well, get aligned or die trying. Period. During this eclipse portal, invest in the roots of your joy. Study, learn, and stay curious. But don't get trapped in proving yourself. Commit to relationships and opportunities that align with your heart, not with your survival patterns. Ooh, big one. Commit to, that's important, Gemini. That's kind of like, if you're into like outlandish things, let me not say that, because there ain't nothing outlandish about tarot, okay? It just is what it is. It's a spiritual gift that you use. It's a tool that you use. Like, but let's say if you're into like Reiki and meditation and frequency and telepathic abilities and all these things, right? Clairvoyance, claircognizance. You might not want to date someone who's expecting you to get a 9-to-5 at a corner desk office just doing one thing. And if they love what you're doing and they can respect and honor that, and that's what they do, then cool, because that's going to work. It's going to work. Because at the center of the two differences between you is God, is source, is love, is purity, is honesty, is support, is longevity, you know, it's integrity, it's connection. And that can work because that's the center of the relationship, not what, oh, we look better together if we're both real estate agents, or we look better, you know what I'm saying? And then this could also be align yourself with possibly maybe there is someone that does similar work as you in a different way, or it could be the same. Everyone's path is different. That's the unique thing about this, because you also have to use your intuition in these readings, because I'm reading for hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of people. So study, learn, and stay curious, but don't get trapped in proving yourself. Don't prove yourself to family. Don't prove yourself to friends. Don't prove yourself to lovers. Don't prove yourself even to your old limiting belief. Okay? You got a little, let's draw ego. You got a little, you got a little friend that walks around with you, okay, called ego. You got to tell, and ego's always behind you like this, right? You got to tell ego, this is ego. Sit down, okay? Sit at the corner, take a seat, ego. When I'm ready to speak to you, I'm gonna holler at you, okay? When you ready, when you're needed, really needed, then you could come and sit next to me. Tell ego to sit down. Don't laugh at my ego. She's shocked right now that I put her in her place. Yep, it's about damn time. Okay. Commit to relationships and opportunities that align with your heart, not with your survival patterns. Oh, let me be with that person because he got stability. Oh, let me be with her because she's got this. She's a nurse. Nah. Not based on your survival. You think they're going to cover your survival needs? No. Cover your own survival needs and operate from love. And if you're not ready to do that, then leave people alone. Find it in yourself, which you should have been doing anyway, which is first anyway, rather. Okay? That's your message, Gemini. This is what you get to focus on during this portal eclipse. We are moving on to Cancer. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and check out the pinned comment below. It is my emotional mastery guide. 10 energetic shifts to reclaim your power, your peace, and your ability to trust yourself. I think it's a dope ebook. I would love for you to cop it. It's a great way to energetically donate to this channel and vice versa. And if you're interested in dream interpretations, readings for yourself to gain some more clarity, especially with your chakras or anything that's going on in your body physically, I can help you clear that up or at least become aware of what's going on. Reach out to me, okay? Information is in my description box below. All right, Cancer. Cancer, we have for you, expect shifts in your communication and focus on your immediate environment with opportunities to grow and explore new ideas. You may feel pulled towards learning, spiritual expansion, travel, or broadening your horizons. Then you can share what you've discovered. Now is a good time to lean on these things. Okay, so if you're feeling like you want to travel, you want to learn something new, you want to live life, you want to embrace your spiritual expansion that you're going through right now, you want to broaden your horizons, do so. And whatever you learned on that journey, come back and share with us. And that's a message that was for me too. I've left Brooklyn, left nursing, came here to Ghana and been here for almost 2 years now. And the lessons that I've learned, the things that I had to release then to embrace now, those are all things that I'm teaching, I'm sharing when it comes to putting it all on this channel in my own way. I'm not chasing no algorithms. I'm not comparing myself to anyone else. I've seen people grow from 10,000 to 100,000 in 3 months. And I'm super proud for them because that means that's available to me too. But it's not just about growth. It's about alignment. I want to make sure I'm attracting the people that resonates with my authentic frequency. I don't want to do this just for like. I'm sure that gets you the bills paid, but that's gonna come. It's gonna come regardless. But are you getting the information that you need to raise your frequency truly? And not just something like the ebook is cool, but when we start to do these Zoom, so far it's Zoom. It could be something else because people are starting to shit on Zoom too. But it's just an opportunity to come together with others, to have a community. And there's plenty of communities, but sometimes when I go in these communities, it's like I don't even see the people who started the community engaging anymore. It's like everyone else, which is cool, but then it turns into like a page of just People talking about random things, people asking for help, and no one is there to actually help them. So I don't know what's going on. And not all of them are like that. There are some that are actually doing the work, but those groups, they're very small. And a lot of them, they're in person or they actually meet. And when I do get on Zoom with them, it's like 10 of us, 15 of us, 20 of us. Some of them, if you pay for them, they might be like, if it's free, I'll see like 1,000 or more, 10,000. That's when it crashes. But then the ones that goes to the paid, or the ones that go to deeper communication and getting community assistance, or even just being present, it drops to like 33, 100. And those are the people that I'm reaching out to, because those are the people that are serious about their work. Okay. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. So expect shifts in your communication. Your communication might change. I know my communication has definitely changed, but which is good, because it supports how I want to express myself. And with my Gemini and my North Node, I needed it because I wasn't able to express myself. So every opportunity that I get, either if it's to use ChatGPT or to communicate with other people, or to surround myself with people that's a bit ahead with their healing work, with their coaching, with their style, with things that are in alignment with me, the more that I learn. It's kind of like who you surround yourself with is who you're going to become, right? So Cancer, that's what you're doing. You're being very mindful about who you're surrounding yourself with. You're learning, you're expanding, you're broadening your horizon, you're learning a new language, you want to go travel a new country, and you're seeing, oh, my peoples want to go travel a new country too. At least the ones that are in alignment with me. Oh, you want to go there? I want to go there too. Let's manifest us being there. Next year. Tribe. Not anybody that's going to put a damper on your imagination, on the things that you want for yourself. Okay. All right. So you got the 10 of Wands in the reverse. Like I said, you're releasing burdens that is not yours to carry, because you want to step into brand new 10s, or what? Endings, to start a brand new beginning. You don't want to accept less. You don't want to keep carrying these ideas and these. I'm also getting like, people they want to do this, they want to do that, but you're the one that ends up doing a lot of the things that you say you want to do. So be careful not taking on what other people want to do as something now you need to add on to your list. It's not what you want to do, it's what they want to do. Let them go do it. It's almost like people want to live vicariously through you too, Cancer. I don't know. I think some people tell you what they want to do just so they could see that you do it. But then they hate you for doing what they wanted to do, instead of doing it with you, or asking, how can we do it? And making sure that you're not the one coming up with all of the work, all the ways of doing it. And they just ride out. No. Equal give and take here too is needed. You're burdened, man, just tired, carrying so much stuff. You're not doing that anymore. You're putting all that shit away. You're like, ugh. What is it? Take your shit. I think it's from Waiting to Excel. Was it Waiting to Excel? It had to be. No, man. I'm seeing so many movies. I'm seeing Waiting to Excel. I'm seeing Baby Boy. Any scene where a woman is taking a man's shit. Take your shit.
It's 16 hours.
Yes, 16 hours. 1 to 6 to 7. Spiritual knowledge, spiritual elevation, spiritual messages. Listening to your internal self. Listening to God. Listening to Source. Zeros is like Source. It's infinite possibilities. You're moving beyond limitations, and you're trusting your spiritual knowledge. And then 6 is family, cultivation. 6 is reciprocity, You know, 1 is new beginning. So you're not doing things the way family used to do it. That's not serving you anymore. 6 and 1 is 7. You've learned from that spiritual knowledge. You know, all the good things. I love numerology too. What's clarifying this 10 of Wands is the Queen of Swords. I believe it's the throat chakra, or it's the third eye. I think it's the third eye. Yeah, I think it's the third eye. Yeah, because the sun is the third eye and it's the same color. It's the third eye. And the Queen of Swords, this is someone who's experienced a lot. This is someone who has a lot of knowledge, who's been through a lot, who now has learned boundaries. And for me, I had to learn boundaries. I had to learn certain people just, we're not the same. For real. We're really not. Not as in we can't be, but like, I want to do this. You still want to do that. And worse, you want to drag me to keep doing that. You're not even honoring that I want to do this. Like, no, we're not the same. I love you, but I gotta go. Queen of Swords, she got her companions, okay? 3 loyal dogs. That's also protecting her. Hounds too. Hounds could smell BS from a mile away. A mile, maybe 10. And she's very clear about what it is that she sees, what it is that she knows. She knows she's an empress. Yeah, she's on her crown. She has her crown. She's on her throne. Why am I carrying all these burdens? And I'm meant to lead. Why am I blocking myself carrying all this shit for everybody else when you could do it yourself? If I could find a way to do it, why you can't find a way to do it? The Queen of Swords cuts through illusions and speaks her truth. She allows you to speak. It's not like she's dumb, deaf, and blind to what you got to say. No, go ahead. If we're going to speak with integrity, with truth, let's do that. Let's be very crystal clear. With love. We can still have love, but we still need to speak from truth and integrity. That's the Queen of Swords. The Swords cuts through all emotions. You probably need to do a cord cutting too with people, places, and things and beliefs that doesn't serve you. Because the new moon is about creating the new. The full moon that we had, the lunar eclipse in Pisces on the 7th, that was a great opportunity to release. And although a lot of people are using that as a manifestation portal, it's all good. But only, I hope you manifested something, or that manifestation can actually work because you've released. Now is a great time to hone in on what it is that you release and what you were trying to cultivate into now, right now. Because that's what this Virgo is giving you the time to create systems and structures to anchor in what you're manifesting right now. Okay. A shaky foundation or false sense of home is being revealed. Ooh. Where am I? My bad. Where am I? Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. Cancer. Hold on a second. It's crazy. Sorry about that, you guys. Give me 1 second. I just feel like you've just been carrying too much for people, and this is an opportunity. I think you've paused enough to see, okay, this isn't working for me. I need to do something completely different and stop doing this, picking up other people's slack or burdens. You've been carrying too much responsibilities, emotions, and even other people's pain. You could be empathic. The Queen of Swords just learned to set boundaries because maybe she's I wouldn't be surprised if you're the Empress, okay? You're all the queens in the deck. And that's if you're a man or a woman watching, but you probably were so loving. And I think I said that at the beginning. It's like you could be so loving and nurturing and giving, but you didn't learn to set boundaries. Now, you've learned boundaries. And not only have you learned boundaries, you have a certain type of keen intuitive knowingness, like a clear cognizance about what is going on around you that you're trusting, which is giving you the clear ability and the courageous ability rather to set boundaries. Like, I kind of feel a certain way about this. Is this what? Oh no, that's not what. Oh, okay, cool. You can keep going. And if that was somebody else's, let's say somebody was trying to trick you, but you called them out on it, and now they're like, damn, that didn't work. They got to carry that. That's not your burden to carry. The Queen of Swords sees through the fog and calls you to put the burdens down. This eclipse portal reveals the truth. You don't have to sacrifice your peace for others. Your clarity is your liberation. You're trusting your intuition a lot more. Your clarity is your liberation. You're starting to see it very clearly too. The Virgo solar eclipse gives you a precision, what is actually yours to carry and what isn't. The Aries lunar eclipse is not, activates courage to release generational and relational weight. So speak your truth, set firm boundaries, and trust that you'll rise lighter and even freer. So this whole eclipse portal, man, even the Aries one that we went through was intense. A lot had to be released when it comes to generations, what your mother and father taught you, not just from their words, but energetically, you felt it. You had to release all of that. All that lack, scarcity mindset, all of that not good enough, or thinking you have to do certain things by yourself, or like all of that had to go. Because it's not supporting you. It's not in alignment with you. This portal wants you to feel a lot lighter. Does not want you to feel like, you need to carry everybody else's weight. You won't even be able to go, like, you won't be able to move forward until you get rid of all of these people's ways of beliefs, their emotions. You can't carry that. Okay. So you've become very clear. You're trusting your intuition. You're trusting your clarity. Okay. You're learning that your communication is changing. You're a lot more clear. You're a lot more discerning. You're a lot more truthful. You're a lot more precise in how you're communicating and the things that you want to say. Okay. I think also new opportunities and new ideas are coming to you. And those are good things that you want to take advantage of. Explore these new ideas. Explore the things that you want to do for yourself, because I'm feeling like you've set free. You're set free from holding on to anybody else's burdens. Can't nobody project anything onto you anymore. You could go and do whatever you want to do. All right, Cancer. Very similar to Gemini's reading, the energy. So you might want to go listen to that. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. If you are brand new here, we do talk about tarot readings. I mean, we do have tarot readings, but I don't do it like every other channel where it's every day I'm doing tarot. I mix it with a lot of chakra knowledge, a lot of lessons that I had to learn from relationships, emotional mastery, raising our consciousness and our belief, and getting more in alignment with our soul's purpose and our heart's desires. Okay. So thank you for tuning in. Comment down below where you're from. What was the takeaway for you in this video? And check out the Emotional Mastery ebook that I have in the description box below. I'm also available to book readings with, as well as chakra readings to get clear on that energy for yourself, to just help you process it. It's not just, oh, let's meet in a Zoom and you listen to me for an hour. No, like, we're gonna process this and work through this together. And I don't have to be the only one that you work with. You could work with multiple people. Your auntie, your daughter, your cousin, your best friend, your wife. I'm pretty sure you could have multiple people supporting you. That's in alignment for your highest good, though. Vet everybody out, including myself. All right? All right, y'all. Moving on to Leo. Bye. This is my marker for Leo. Leo, 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 Leo. I'm getting a freaking choir. Leo, 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 Leo. Why am I hearing a choir for Leo? It's like, oh, like you're coming in, the sun shining bright too. You know, when the sun rises from the darkness, it's like, oh. The angel's presence is here. God is blessing us with light and warmth. I just feel like celebration. Like people are celebrating you, or you're about to be celebrated. You're being called in. I don't know. That's something for Leo. This new moon, partial solar eclipse, brings a heightened awareness of your money and your self-worth, encouraging practical plans for managing your resources and enhancing your sense of value, work, or trusting your inner worth, rather than external validation. Rebuild what is not solid around what you value. Yeah, and even with the choir, it's like everyone else is validating you now, but it's almost like you don't need that validation anymore. Maybe at one point you wanted it, but now you know within yourself who you are. So that's why now the that's why all of that is showing out now, because you know your worth. Now you're starting to get opportunities, resources, experiences that's mirroring back to you your worth. Now you're starting to get praise and recognition and all of that because you know your worth. So maybe at one point you didn't know your worth. Maybe you didn't see it. You didn't feel it like you were the sun. And now everybody's like, you are the sun. And you're like, I am? Oh yeah, I mean, I already knew that. I need validation, but thank you for the praise, you know? It's not I am. It's not I am. It's not I am. It's I am. It is done. Okay? Maybe at one point you were like, I am? Right? Now you're like, oh yeah, I know. And not on some cocky-ish either. It's just more like, I've worked damn hard to be here. I know if there's anybody that deserves to be here, it'll be me. And not on some cockiness. It's just on some alignmentness. We are aligned. And it's about time that I knew that. I resonate with that energy, Leo. It's about time that I see that and I knew that. I already know. I used to get praises all the time with a little backhand at the same time. Bars. We got for you though the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands, whenever I see this card, it gives me two energies. It gives me like you're guarded, but it's also giving me like you're resilient, right? So it's the same thing with the praises, right? From the choir, you're kind of like guarded, like people, because this is another thing too. People love to praise you when you're climbing to the top and when you get to the top. But where were they at when you were like in the mud, bro? Where were you at for the past 10, 15 years? It's all good. It's okay. I forgive you because I didn't know where I was at. So you could only mirror to me what I'm showing up as, what I know myself to be. So I forgive myself. And it's easy for me to forgive you because I forgive myself. Yeah, that feels right. I've been resilient. You've been resilient. You've gone through it. Leo, you've gone through it. Okay, you done built a whole wall. You've gone through it. But all of these, this was here behind him, and he moved it so he could still, it's almost like you've gained so much knowledge, so much spiritual protection also, that you could easily pick one of these things out and see the truth for what it is, right? I'm also getting this, like, you know how to do this, you know how to do that, like you have so much experience, like nobody could use these against you. In fact, you know what it took for you to get here. Like, even though I won't be using my nursing license, it's like nobody could take that away from me. That's experiences, that's knowledge that I've endured. And I lived in Brooklyn, and I used to go to Jersey 5 days a week. I used to have to leave the house at 4 to make it there on time at 7, because if you late 3 times, you out of the program, you already paid, so you have to pay again. Okay. And is that an eagle or crow? It's a crow. Spiritual messages. Yeah. And class will be finished at 3 classes, because you're taking like about 3 or 4, and then you have to go to like do clinicals or whatever, go to hospitals or whatever, right? School will be finished at 3 for me to get back home to Brooklyn. Okay, I wouldn't get home till 6, 7. 3 is prime time in Jersey. And in Brooklyn, by the time I get to Brooklyn, it's 4:30, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Bruh, traffic galore, okay? Which means by the time I get home at 6 or 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock sometimes, I still need to study. I used to go to sleep at 12, 1, so I could wake up at 4 and go back. You could never take that away from me. And on top of that, like, I was learning a whole bunch of other stuff outside of school. Like, I was learning about sacred geometry, ancient Kemetic. Like, I was learning so much other things outside of it. So not during the same time, because when you in nursing, okay? You're not in a relationship. None of that. And not everybody. Some people, they could have a husband, a wife, and be supportive and do what they got to do, and they know this is the plan, this is what we're doing, we're going to be rocking out for the next 2 years, 3 years. It's going to be challenging, but we could do it, and we're going to do it together as a family. Some people, depending on your age and your lack of experiences and your conscious awareness and awakening or not, and self-awareness, you know, they might falter and fall for like illusions and distractions, and miss that opportunity to really build something. But, you know, I just feel like you could easily take down any of these things and reopen yourself again, right? 9 of Wands could sometimes be about being too guarded, where you can't let anything in. Yeah, so you have heightened awareness of your money and your self-worth. So it's like a lot of lessons you had to learn about that for you to get to where you are now, for you to know your worth. You could be even learning more lessons about money, how important it is to you, how it's an energy, how it loves to come to you, and how you get to steward the gifts that brings in money a lot more easier than you did before. And for the 4 of Cups to be the clarifier, 4 is the heart chakra, is green. Okay, this is dealing with openness, being able to receive forgiveness, forgiving of yourself. This is also dealing with compassion. This is also dealing with money. But the 4 is like foundation, right? But the 4 cups sometimes could be a cup of like sadness, feeling bored with the offer, or just not wanting to take an opportunity that the universe has for you. But the 4 cups in this deck, if I'm not mistaken, this is kind of like, let me double check. Because I know the 4 cups meaning, but to this deck is different. In this deck, it's different. She makes no effort because she simply does not want what she is being offered. Yeah, same thing. Very similar anyway. You know, you're kind of bored with what's being offered because you're kind of afraid like this 4th cup is going to be just like the other 3 cups. What is desired may be beyond current reality and far bigger than you are ready for. You are being offered something from your angels, a step forward perhaps. So it's kind of like maybe you want to be a multi-billionaire, multi-millionaire. But right now, you have to create the systems and the consistency and the effort and the things that you need to do that. It might not happen in this month, in this year. It might happen 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Can you accept this first step? Can you accept the first grade before you get to 12th grade? Can you accept what you're being given, right? And with the Nine of Wands, for this to be clarifying, the Nine of Wands is kind of like, is the energy of, man, people kind of like disappointed me, you know, but I am willing. It's almost like you're willing to give new opportunities, but you just don't, you don't know if you could trust it to actually be what you want it to be. This could even be at work, right? You put a lot of your attention, your energy, you were resilient, you kept on going, even though people were saying this ain't gonna work. You're not, what are you doing? You're wasting your time, your energy. Like, I'm gonna keep going. And it's like, this is part of it, for you to endure shit happening. Nothing is happening until it does. And this is why they say, oh, people just become celebrities out of nowhere. When it's like, yo, if you followed me for the past 15 years or 20 years of my life, you probably would swallow on that statement and never say that ever again. Choke on it. Cancel. I wouldn't want you to choke on it, for real. I'm just saying, like, you've endured. You're resilient. And you probably are tired. You're tired of constantly putting a lot of energy and attention and focus on something just for it to kind of like be meh, right? Something you're passionate about, a relationship, a new whatever. You know what I also want to say? Because I feel like not everything is going to be lasting joy. So you need to find that inner joy from within you. Because even if you go somewhere, you go live somewhere, it's a beautiful place. You've been there for 10 years and now it becomes meh. And it's not because it wasn't something that you didn't enjoy for the past 10 years. It's just that perhaps you've outgrown it. Now you need new experiences, especially knowing that my ancestors traveled, like from Liberia, Sierra Leone, Guinea-Bissau, Benin, and all of that, to Ghana, to Haiti. Like, we're travelers. We're not meant to just stick to one place doing one thing forever. Forever as in, as far as like this time construct of life. It's okay if you was a nurse for 13 years and now you're not. Also, I saw myself saying this a few days ago. That's crazy. It's okay if you get married 4 times in this lifetime. I feel like you were in alignment to get married with those 4 people in this lifetime. You were meant to love those 4 people. They were meant to love you in that time, short period, whatever it is, in this lifetime. It's okay if you got married 1 time and you're not. It's okay if you were an actor and now you want to be a farmer. We see people do it all the time. It's okay if you were an actor or rapper and now you want to be a teacher. KRS-One did it and he's dope. He's one of the leaders of the conscious awareness, the conscious evolution push of the 5D, of the new mind, the new consciousness. Like, it's okay, because energetically your cells, your DNA, your mind construct, your beliefs, they change, they evolve. And shouldn't your environment change with it? Should mirror that? Absolutely. I think so. Drop the walls. Hold on. You may feel battle worn, defensive, or overly fixated on what hasn't worked. Spirit is offering a new cup, but vanity or old desires might blind you. Drop the walls around your heart. Say yes to something that looks different than you imagined. During this eclipse, choose love and kindness over ego. Where's ego at? Meet ego. Don't laugh, okay? She's a little distraught. I put her in her place, and she had to take a back seat. Put your ego in the back seat, okay? Tell ego. And if you can get rid of your ego completely, great. But I just need something to let me know when I'm in danger sometimes. And maybe that's a limiting thinking too, that I get to release completely the ego and just know that I'm never really in danger. And if I am ever in danger or perceived to be in danger, I'm just meant to go through this experience. If I transition, that was my agreement. And there's really nothing to fear but fear itself. You don't want to go be dumb and go walk around a whole bunch of hungry lions, because they're going to eat you and be like, it's my destiny. But you get the drift. Put your ego to the side, okay? During this eclipse, choose love and kindness over ego. and watch your path light up. Choose love and kindness over ego. Heart chakra, green. Choose love and kindness over ego, over fear, over thinking that things are not going to work, over just feeling burdened. Just surrender. I'm getting that. Surrender. Choose love and kindness over ego and watch your path light up. If you choose from love, I feel like more doors are going to open for you. Because if you're operating from ego, the door stays shut. Like that wall stays up. But I feel like you are choosing from love. Because you see how he removed that one wand from here? This is open. This is kind of like a door or opening. This is kind of like giving me the energy of you're tired of your also. You're tired. You're like, man, let me just open this damn door. I'm tired of being in this energy, constantly guarded. Oh, I'm tired of it. I deserve love. I deserve finances. I deserve money. I deserve to travel. I deserve happiness and joy. I already am happy. I'm fulfilled within me. God is always within me. Like, start speaking to yourself in that way that makes you feel abundant, okay? You're being offered a new cup. But release what you used to believe. Because those old desires are blinding you. Okay? Leo, that was your reading. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you go to the description box below and grab you that Raise Your Vibration. It'll say Emotional Magnetic Ebook. The description is the description. The link is in the description box below. Cop that. Cop that. Okay? Support your girl. Support your channel. Support the team. Support the community. Support the tribe. This is a great way of energetic exchange. I'm grateful that I can come to do this for all of us. Okay? Enjoy that gift. Take it. It's yours. I say that all the time. I say it all the time. I don't know why. It's just fitting. I'm a movie buff. I'm a big movie buff. And anime. I can't say I'm an anime buff. I wouldn't dare. There's real anime buffs out here. But anime is dope, man. I'm still watching One Piece. I'm on episode like 300 and something. Child, I got a long way to go, okay? I got a long way to go. But there were some that were really dope that I watched. But remember your worth. And get your moneyings right, okay? And your heart has a lot to do with your money. When you open up your heart, you open up opportunities for money to come and flow into you as well. Keep your heart closed. That's challenging. Love and money, at least have one. Don't struggle in both. At least have one. And I'm talking to myself, so I was struggling in both, okay? At least what appears to be. I think it was just a pause, a rest, a self-awareness moment, a learn boundaries moment, these people, this man, these guys, stop choosing this type of, energy that doesn't match you moment, and know what you deserve. Stop abandoning yourself so you wouldn't fear anyone abandoning you. So you can trust what is for you and let go of what isn't with love. Not disgust or feeling like you wasted your time or anything. It's just we're not aligned. And that's okay. The sooner I figure that out, the better. So thank you. Anyway, moving on up. Okay. Moving on to Virgo. That's Virgo's song. See you later. This is for Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. This is for Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. So at the end of Leo's reading, I started singing, we're moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Yeah, we're moving on up. We're moving on up. I hear the choir again. That's Leo's choir. Go listen to Leo's reading. Leo had a whole choir. We're moving on up to the east side, to the deluxe apartment in the sky. We're moving on up. I hear a choir in my head, y'all. Yo. Yo, that is so dope. Hilarious. And then you got the King of Pentacles. Holla, holla, we are. Okay. Moving on up. King of Pentacles. All right, before I even read that, let's read your messages for the new moon partial eclipse in Virgo. Virgo. This lunation activates your first house and of your selfhood, marking a significant checkpoint to evaluate your progress or embracing a new look. This is like a reset for you. Relationships may change big ways because you're called to reinvent who you are. And this is not just like from your looks only. I feel like this is from within. Okay? Your relationships may change where now you're more vulnerable. You're speaking up. You're speaking your truth. You're expressing yourself. You're no longer limiting yourself. You're no longer betraying yourself. You're no longer getting in your own way. I feel like you're very malleable, Virgo. Like you're very soft. And yeah, even the ego. You dropped the ego? Look, this is the ego. Say hi to ego. This is ego. Okay. She's a little shocked right now because I've been putting her in her place. And she just flew off on the ground for your reading. Only your reading, Virgo. So I know that you dropped your ego here. I think your ego is really sabotaging a lot of your relationships. I agree. I think my ego was definitely sabotaging my relationships. It was trying to protect me, but I was just so anxious and overwhelmed. I kept on attracting relationships that just didn't serve me, that didn't match my frequency. And then I would get hurt and then be like, damn, what did I do to deserve this? Not knowing I had to heal from within. So having the time to do that, it's like, oh, okay, I was accepting less than. Oh, okay, I had to learn how to set boundaries. Oh, okay, I could actually express my truth and be vulnerable. And whoever can handle it will show that to me. And that's my cue to go. Oh, none of this is personal. All of this is feedback. I got it now. Ego flew. Oh, no. Agglayee, why? Oh, no, she's Haitian, so she say, oh. And I told her, what con judge? If you Haitian, you know, what con judge, okay? Anyway, so yeah, relationships may change big ways because you're called to reinvent yourself. So lean into self-care, self-reflection, be clear about what you want and who you want to be. It's okay to say no to what's not aligned. Period. Okay? Also, let your authenticity shine over perfection. Set intentions for your new chapter. It's so funny because at the bottom I put not just new look physically, but rather energetically. Period. You're changing energetically. You've shifted. You've risen. You've done what you were supposed to do during this portal eclipse. Your energy has risen. You're on the next mission. You're on the next plane. You're in the next conscious frequency. And I could see that even for myself because I've grounded myself into practicing and learning more about the 8th to 13th chakra. So as we evolve past the basic 7 chakras, which are still very important for a lot of people that need the assistance. And here's another thing, because I was watching Santos Bonacci again. I've been watching him for a while, and he was talking about how each of the chakras, they represent a certain amount of petals, right? Like the root chakra is 4, the sacral chakra is 6, the solar plexus is 10, the heart chakra, so forth and so on, until you get to the crown, which is 1,000. And when you add it all up, and it came up to 1144, which really, he was talking about, it symbolizes to 104, and times 1,000. When you times it to 1,000, that's 144,000, right? That, to me, I thought about, instead of just not only seeing that, yes, you need to do the chakra work for you to become the 144, part of the 144, right? And I don't think the 144 is an actual number, like only 144,000 people is going to transcend. Could be, but I don't think so. I could be wrong. We'll see as more information gets downloaded to me, but I feel like it's more the units, whoever reaches the units of 144. So if the root chakra has 4 petals, if you only lit up 1, there's 3 more to light up, and the sacral has, let's say, 6, right? And you only lit up 2, and this has 4 more. So let's say you have like 2, 3, 5 lit up, instead of someone who has their sacral and their root chakra all of it lit up would be 4, and 6 is 10. So one person is vibrating at a 10 hertz frequency, let's say, quote unquote, 10 units of frequency. The other one is at 5 units. The one at 10 units is closer to operate as a 144,000 units of frequency, right? I think that's that. I was sitting down meditating today and I thought about that. I'm like, what if it's kind of like, you need a 65 to pass, right? That 65 is 144,000. Can you get to that 144,000 to pass? Or are you going to be a 63? Are you going to be a 42 or 29? Are you going to be an 88? Are you going to be 100? I thought that was profound. Just something I wanted to share with y'all. And the fact that I'm sharing it with you on Virgo's reading, I feel like it's because you've risen on a higher plane of existence to really understand what it is that I'm sharing with you. Okay. So you got the King of Pentacles. Let's get into it. Okay, King of Pentacles is someone who's structured, who's powerful, who has status, who is wealthy, who's stable. Okay. Who's someone who could take care of everyone, really, generationally wealthy. Someone who's very grounded, practical, well-resourced, comfortable. And what's clarifying it is the 7 of Swords. And this card can be a card of betrayal. The card itself, let's not even get into the chakra color or the message of this card from the book itself, which we're going to pull out and read. I know I didn't do that for the other readings, but I just kind of feel like it's just for you guys. You and Leo, it's an alignment. But the 7 of Swords card by itself is a card of betrayal, a card of deceit, right? A card of sneakiness. But this could also be a card of self-sabotage, right? And with the Moon card there, it's just so fitting. It's almost like being aware of your self-sabotaging ways of not being this King of Pentacles, someone who's financially stable, like bringing stability into your life. You're realizing how you've been, and I just said, man, my soul really precedes me, man. I just said, like, learning about, not learning, but just this portal, it really allows you to sit with yourself and be honest with yourself, and seeing how I've given myself to a lot of men that just weren't worthy of my time, my attention, my body, my energy, my mind, my creativity, and how that really affected my money and my stability. I remember the last situation I was in, moved in with him and everything, and just so he could be like, we got to move back. And I'm not gonna say what he was trying to do, which I'm sure it was on some deceitful-ish. However, what I did wasn't right, moving too impulsively because I wanted that stability and all of that. But really, I was putting in my trust in someone else when I was supposed to put my trust into myself. And I sabotaged that, right? That's how you sabotage yourself. Putting your trust in, you put your trust into God. Don't ever put your trust into man. And it's something that I know, right? But there are stories where there are people that hold you down, right? That just wasn't part of my mission. I'm seeing Borat. Borat is like, no, cut it out. No, get rid of that. Not aligned. Okay. I can laugh at it now because I made it through. I'm resilient enough to go through the death and be reborn, and to remind myself and be shown and have God show me, my ancestors, have my galactic team and my support system be like, yo, like, do you know who you are? Oh shit, I do know who I am. I do know what I've done. Can't nobody try to forge my name or do anything and try to make it seem like I'm part of something that I'm not? Can no one try to act like I have a bad rep for stealing, lying, cheating, or anything like that, when that's never been me? I may have been put in situations that may have looked like that, especially if that's what people want to believe, but that's never been me, right? But the King of Pentacles is someone who's very grounded, practical, wealthy, and not just financially, not just materially, but this is just energetically. Like, you're meant to bring in and anchor this into your reality. So you're learning crown chakra, ways to not sabotage that, right? And the Seven of Swords is the card of universal impatience. It says she does not take what the universe wants to give her. She is energetically trying to remove the dark night of the soul. It's like, before I could even go into this, I know I need to go through this dark night of the soul, and I humbly accept this path. Because I already know I'm a King of Pentacles. I already know I'm abundant. I already know I'm prosperous. I just get to release my self-sabotaging ways. I get to look at my shadow in the eye and be like, I see you. You saw how the eagle fell. You saw how she fell. You see her face. She's shocked. She had to go, man. Take a seat. She's like, what the hell, man? Fear creates an energy that prevents the connection to spirit. Are you ready to break free? There is no need to settle for less. You have an opportunity to connect to spirit right now. Spirit's trying to communicate with you. Swords is about communications, thoughts. So there's a download that is coming in to remind you of your worth, which I feel like you've already gone through it, but you might still be going through it. And you probably will continue to go through it until the end of the year, you know, till this energy subsides. But I feel really like it's just the beginning. It's only the beginning. I don't know why I'm also seeing death card. Like, death is like transformation. You've transformed. You've evolved. Scorpio energy may be significant. Maybe Scorpio season may be significant. Something will finally be brought to a death. Maybe if you've been in lack, scarcity mindset, or money hasn't been flowing in, I feel like there's going to be a new idea, a new opportunity, something that you've been taking your time into growing. Because the King of Pentacles kind of gives me like Knight of Pentacles energy. Someone who's been doing this for a long time, taking their time for longevity, long-term success, and now is mature financially to do so, to bring it in, to anchor it in. Eclipse energy reveals where impatience or fear has kept you hustling instead of receiving. This is also an energy of you constantly feeling like you have self-sabotaging, right? It's like, oh, let me get a job so I can make this money. In the meantime, I could work on this one. It's like, nah, you're actually going to self-sabotage this new opportunity that's coming in for you. You've been working on it for so long. Now you want to go get a job because money ain't coming in just yet? Hold on a second. Hold on. Maybe that's what the universe is trying to tell you. Hold on. Before you go and get a job, before you go and do this, see this through. See it for another 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months. And you will be this King of Pentacles. Trust in your abilities. Trust in your gifts. 7 is all about spiritual enlightenment, spiritual knowledge, spiritual awareness. Trust in your intuition. Trust in your connection to source. This is the crown chakra now, right? Yep. This is the crown chakra. Trust to the cosmic gateways. Trust that you are connected to that and you're getting the right guidance. You're shedding scarcity mindsets. But the test is in trusting what spirit is giving you. So your advice here is to release the urge to take or force outcomes. Take your time in what you're creating right now, Virgo. Surrender to divine timing. Use this eclipse to refine your crown chakra connection. Abundance flows when you align with trust instead of fear. It flows better when you align with your crown chakra instead of your root chakra. If you're going to do something from your root chakra space, you're closing off the opportunity to not only receive downloads from source of what's next to bring you that financial stuff, like that thing that's going to bring it to you with patience and trust. What was I saying? Yeah, see, you might miss it. You might miss it, but I think I said what I needed to say. That was it. To pay attention to that. Pay attention to this timing. Allow divine timing to to bring you the messages. Yeah, 444. 4 is all about foundations. Creating a new foundation for yourself. Times 3, 444. That's like divine alignment, divine structure, divine provision is being made for you. You're like collaborating with universe, with source. They're collaborating with you. Do crown chakra work, always reminding yourself that you are connected, you are wealthy, you are stable, your divine provision comes to you at all times, and you're good. Release any fear around scarcity or just not having enough finances, yo. Forget about all of that. Because you think you don't have it right now, but you already have it. It's just now time for you to anchor it. Listen to a lot of Joseph Murphy, Neville Goddard. Because I'm very big on affirmations and affirmations, because that's what helped me from when I started watching The Secret. It may not help people now anymore, but some people it does, especially if they've been doing it for a long time. But also visualizations has been something that's always worked out for me. So you might want to start using a visualization. You get to sit down and meditate, right? To call that in, to see it through, because it's already yours. You came out with the King of Pentacles and the ego on the floor. You have already ascended. It's like, okay, now that you've won, now that you're about to be rewarded. So you stepped into the gate and now you're about to be rewarded. Don't feel like you still got to go, all right, where do I go? Where's the stairs? Where do I do the push-ups? Where do I... You ain't got to do any of that. You don't have to do any of that. You've done all of that already. This stage doesn't require you to perform. You already are worthy. You came through the door worthy. Bars. You were born worthy. You don't have to perform. And that's for relationships, for friendships, for money, for any. You don't have to ever perform. People see your worth. People see your light. They know who you are. They're betting that you don't. But now you've risen, you've ascended. Oh, it's on and popping. And it's okay. You don't have to be cocky about it either. It's just a matter of time. And now it's time. Surrender to divine timing. Use this eclipse to refine your crown chakra connection. Abundance flows when you align with trust instead of fear. Okay? This season is about truth over illusion, alignment over survival, legacy over ego. Bye, ego. Bye, ego. Remember that song? Bye, haters. No, hi, haters. But we saying bye, ego. Each sign is being asked to look honestly at what must end, so you could call in what is needed now. This portal is a big one. And right after the 8-8, man, we had so many opportunities to get this together. It's a lot about resets and just emotional closures. And that's even with lack mentality, scarcity mentality, closing that cycle, putting that burden down. You don't need to worry about that. You don't need to vibrate at that frequency anymore of lack. Okay, this is going to be a 2-part video because I can see the sun is setting and I really want to enjoy the rest of my Saturday just praying and meditation, and I will continue on the rest tomorrow, and I will put it as a part 2, and I will link it in the description box below as well. Okay, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Go ahead and in the description box below you'll see my emotional mastery ebook guide. It's dope. It's something that I've used. I shared a lot of my teachers that I've worked with mentally, right, or bought their books or listened to hundreds of hours of their information just to get to this point and to implement the actual work, and some downloads as well. 10 energetic shifts to reclaim your power, peace, and self-trust is in the description box below. If you are interested in booking a reading with me, that is also available, as well as a chakra reading if you want to get very clear on that. I'm also down with doing Reiki healing, but I will be doing more on the channel. That is available for everyone. And I have a chakra charge audio as well. I'll put that in the description box below. It's super dope. It's a nice chakra cleanse meditation that you can follow along. And There's also going to be a free heart healing audio. Just sign up for the newsletter for you to receive it if you want to receive more information about where I'm going to be building the community at. Okay, over time, soon it will be. And yeah, so far this reading has been super powerful. I love it. I'm grateful that I was able to come through and show up for all of us. All right. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see y'all in the next one. Hit that like button, subscribe, share. And yeah, that's all I got. Sherry doo doo. Peace out. Comedic peace sign.